you can get everything you want. Look, you can have your Amazon forest, not just one mako, but two. Ocean fish, big garden, big house, everything. And it's not so complicated. Well, you can't do this except if you meet, of course, the genie in the lamp, and then he will give you 3 wishes, but there are plenty of jokes with that. Perhaps further on, well, we'll introduce this element because you need humor in your life. You need rituals, good habits. Aristotle used to say, we are what we regularly do. And once you start doing a good thing on a regular basis, it's difficult to get rid of. That's the advantage of habits, rituals, as Harvard professor Tal Ben-Shahar calls them, rituals. Once you have an activity you've been doing for a month or 2, you already do it without thinking too much. Be that exercise, and physical exercise is excellent because it gives you chemical reactions in the brain which make you feel better, and when you're positive, your life is getting better and better. It's a virtuous spiral because happier people are more productive, they're better in their personal lives, they tend to have marriages which last longer, and there's also research that demonstrates that those involved in marriages, those married, have a longer life expectancy as opposed to singles which have the opposite, a shorter life expectancy. In fact, isolation is now has been found out to be twice as dangerous as smoking. Another thing you need is grit. There is a marshmallow pie test, you can Google it on the internet, wherein children, young children, have been tested and they were given the opportunity to select a cookie now, which they can have now, or if they wait, they can have 2 cookies. Those who, in fact, both categories have been researched, and over the years it has been demonstrated, it has been found that those who decided to wait showed resilience and grit. After years, they have been more successful. They have again the same characteristic. They had better professional and private lives, and there is an interconnection here. You can also learn to be optimistic. Martin Seligman, one of the leading thinkers of our time, founder of positive psychology, has a wonderful book, Learned Optimism. He came with this encouraging perspective that you can learn to be optimistic by studying the opposite. There were studies with dogs, which were taught learned pessimism. There were 2 categories, dogs who in fact, both categories of dogs, groups of dogs, have been given electric shocks. Only one group could do something about it, could push with a paw and stop the current, the electricity, the other couldn't. Those who were taught pessimism, once they were put in a position where they could just jump easily over an obstacle and escape their problem, didn't bother anymore. And it's the same with humans. Humans placed in similar positions with noise, this time no injury, but annoying noises. Once they were taught pessimism, they didn't react in situations where they could. And so you can learn to be optimistic. Learning optimism is another thing. And of course, you can apply gratitude. This is an age-old, this is a millennia-old principle, which means that Stoics spoke about it. They gave this wonderful piece of advice: be happy with what you have. Because, again, this is fascinating. In the world of today, there are so many studies, research that demonstrate some common knowledge. Well, it can be common knowledge, but as long as it is not tested and confirmed, we're not sure. But with modern science, we can be sure about some things. So it's demonstrated that a grateful exercise, if you are at the end of the day using an exercise which is also called counting your blessings, you will be better off. Studies show that after a while you can be better off. So there are so many things you can do.